you're going to be hurt. That's a fact of life. Someone somewhere is going to say something, do something, or be something that doesn't sit right with you. But here's the thing, your reaction is what defines you, not the hurt. In life, there will be moments where people test you, try to break your spirit, try to shake your confidence. But how you respond is what separates you from the rest. It's easy to react, easy to lash out, easy to let them see the fire in your eyes. But let me tell you something, it takes a different kind of strength to stay calm. To not let someone else's words, someone else's actions control your next move. That's power. You see, when you react, you hand over your power to them. You let them dictate how you feel, how you think, and even what you do next. And for what? A moment of pride? A split second of feeling like you got the last word? No, that's not how you move forward. You have bigger things to focus on, dreams to chase, goals to achieve. Don't let someone else's smallness pull you down from your greatness. Sometimes the loudest thing you can say is nothing at all. Silence. It speaks louder than anger ever could. It says, I'm not playing your game. I'm focused on my purpose. And nothing you say can shift me. That's strength. That's character. Now, I'm not saying you let people walk over you, no, not at all. I'm saying you pick your battles wisely. Some aren't worth fighting. Because every time you react to someone trying to hurt you, you give them space in your mind and your heart. And they don't deserve it. You deserve peace, not chaos. Understand this, people who hurt you, they're often hurting themselves. Their pain spills over. But that's their issue to deal with, not yours. You've got to keep moving forward with dignity, with grace. Don't let anyone make you stoop down to their level. You've got to be the bigger person, not for them, for you. Because every time you hold your head high and refuse to let someone else pull you down, you're building resilience. You're showing the world that your focus is unshakable. You're showing yourself that no matter what happens, you're in control of your own life. And let me tell you the best revenge: success. Let your success speak for you. Let your accomplishments drown out the noise. Keep moving forward, keep shining brighter. And when you do that, those who tried to hurt you, they'll see that they never had any real power over you to begin with. So never react if someone hurts you. Reacting only pulls you away from where you're supposed to go. Instead, move with grace, stay focused, and rise above it all. Because your life, your peace, your destiny is worth more than any reaction you could ever give. Control your emotions. It's one of the hardest things to do, but it's one of the most powerful skills you can master. When someone hurts you, your first instinct might be to react, to lash out, to defend yourself, to show them that you're not someone to mess with. But here's the truth: reacting in the heat of the moment rarely leads to anything good. It's like trying to fight fire with fire. You might feel justified in the moment, but often it only creates more chaos, more pain, and more regret. Emotions are powerful. They can cloud your judgment, push you to say things you don't mean, and do things you wouldn't normally do. But when you learn to control your emotions, you regain power over your decisions. You regain control over your life. Because here's the key: emotions are fleeting. They come and go like waves. One moment you might be angry, hurt, or frustrated, but those feelings don't last forever. If you can hold back from reacting in that heated moment, you give yourself time to let those emotions settle. You give yourself a chance to think clearly, to respond in a way that serves you, rather than reacting impulsively. Controlling your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them. It doesn't mean pretending that you're not hurt or angry when you are. It means acknowledging those feelings, but not letting them dictate your actions. It's about finding that space between feeling and reacting, and in that space, making a choice that aligns with who you are and what you stand for. It's about staying grounded, keeping your cool, and remembering that no one else should have the power to disrupt your peace. When you control your emotions, you hold the power in any situation. You decide how you want to handle it, how you want to carry yourself. It shows strength, not weakness. It shows that you value your peace of mind more than a momentary victory in an argument or a confrontation. People will always try to push your buttons to get a reaction out of you, but when you stay calm, when you stay composed, you rise above it. You don't let anyone drag you down to the level. That's what real strength looks like. It's quiet, it's steady, and it's unwavering. Don't give them power. When someone hurts you, it's easy to feel like you need to react, to show them that they've crossed a line. But here's the thing, the moment you react, you're handing over your power. You're allowing them to dictate how you feel, how you behave, and even how you see yourself. When you react to someone's hurtful actions or words, you're letting them control your emotions. You're letting them pull you into their world of negativity, frustration, or anger. Think about it. If someone says something that hurts you and you immediately lash out, who's really in control? It's not you. It's them. They've gotten under your skin. They've made you act in a way that you wouldn't have otherwise. And for what? In that moment, they've taken away your peace, your focus, and your sense of self. By reacting, you're giving them exactly what they wanted, power over you. But when you choose not to react, when you hold your ground and remain calm, you maintain control. You keep your power. You're telling them, without even saying a word, that they don't have the ability to shake you. That their words, their actions don't define who you are or what you do next. You're still in charge of your emotions, your decisions, and your peace of mind. When you refuse to give them power, you free yourself from their influence. You keep moving forward, focused on your own path, rather than getting caught up in the drama that they're trying to create. You rise above the noise, the negativity, and the hurt, and you show that your strength comes from within, not from how others treat you. You show that you value your peace more than their attempt to disturb it. This isn't about letting people get away with hurting you. It's about choosing not to engage in battles that don't serve you. It's about realizing that your energy is precious and you don't need to waste it on people who don't have your best interests at heart. By not giving them power, you're choosing to protect your peace and prioritize your growth. You're choosing to stay focused on what really matters rather than letting someone else's actions control your narrative. Stay focused on your goals. In life, distractions will come from all directions, especially when people try to hurt you. It's easy to get caught up in the emotions of the moment, to let someone's negativity take you off course. But when you allow that to happen, you lose sight of what really matters, your goals, your purpose, and your vision for your life. When you react to someone's hurtful actions, you shift your focus from where you're going to what they've done. Your energy, which should be invested in your own growth and progress, gets wasted on something that doesn't contribute to your journey. The truth is, people will say and do things that test you, but their actions don't have to determine your path. Your goals are bigger than any temporary setback or hurtful comment. Every time you get distracted by someone's attempt to pull you down, you're delaying your progress. You're giving them more attention than they deserve, and you're losing valuable time that could be spent working toward your dreams. It's important to remind yourself of why you started, of what you're working toward, and let that be your anchor. Let your goals be the driving force that keeps you from getting sidetracked by negativity. When you stay focused on your goals, you remind yourself that your future is too important to be interrupted by someone else's actions. You have a vision for your life, and it's your responsibility to protect that vision. It's easy to get derailed, but it's harder and far more rewarding to stay the course, to keep your eyes on where you're going, even when others are trying to bring you down. Success requires discipline, and part of that discipline is learning to ignore the distractions, the negativity, and the hurt that come your way. You have a destination to reach, and nothing should take you off that path. Keep your mind on your goals and let everything else fall away. When you do, you'll find that the people who tried to hurt you are left in the past, while you continue moving forward, closer and closer to the future you've always wanted. Silence speaks volumes. In a world where everyone is quick to respond, quick to defend, and quick to react, silence can be the most powerful response. When someone hurts you, the natural urge is to speak up, to make sure they know how you feel, to retaliate in some way. But sometimes the loudest message you can send is no message at all. Silence doesn't mean you're weak. In fact, it can mean the exact opposite. It shows that you are in control, that you don't need to prove anything to anyone. By staying silent, you refuse to give their words or actions any weight. You send a clear signal that what they did doesn't faze you, that their attempt to hurt you isn't even worth a response. Silence gives you space to think, to reflect, and to decide how you truly want to handle the situation. It's in that space that you can find clarity. Reacting in the heat of the moment might feel good for a second, but often it just escalates the situation. Silence, on the other hand, leaves room for peace. It's a way of saying, I'm not engaging in this, I'm above it, and that's a powerful message. People don't expect silence. They expect a reaction, especially when they've hurt you. When you choose not to react, it confuses them. It takes them off guard. But more importantly, it keeps you in control. It shows that you're not swayed by their actions, that your inner peace is more valuable than anything they could say or do. Silence allows you to maintain your dignity, to walk away with your head held high, knowing that you didn't let someone else dictate your behavior. Silence also gives the other person time to reflect. When you don't react, they're left with their own actions, and often that speaks louder than any words you could say. Sometimes people realize their mistakes when they're met with silence instead of anger or hurt. They see that they can't drag you into their negativity, and that realization can be powerful. Ultimately, silence allows you to keep your peace. It's not about ignoring what happened or pretending you weren't hurt. It's about choosing not to let the hurt control you. It's about valuing your own sense of calm over the temporary satisfaction of responding. In the end, silence speaks louder than any argument ever could. It says, I'm not playing your game. I'm focused on something bigger, and that's a message that can't be ignored. Choose peace over pride. When someone hurts you, your pride often demands a response. It pushes you to defend yourself, to prove a point, to make sure they know they can't disrespect you. But pride, while it feels strong in the moment, can lead to unnecessary conflict and stress. It can make you react in ways that escalate a situation rather than resolve it. Peace, on the other hand, is a long-term investment in your well-being. Choosing peace means letting go of the need to always be right, to always have the last word, or to win every argument. It's about recognizing that not every battle is worth fighting, especially when the cost is your mental and emotional health. Pride seeks immediate validation, but peace seeks long-term harmony. When you choose peace, you're prioritizing your inner calm over temporary satisfaction. You're choosing to walk away from conflicts that don't serve you. You understand that your time and energy are better spent on things that contribute to your growth and happiness, not on proving points and arguments that won't matter in the grand scheme of things. Choosing peace also means letting go of grudges. Holding on to resentment or anger only keeps you tied to the hurt, while the person who hurt you moves on with their life. Pride might tell you to hold on to that anger, to keep reminding yourself of the wrong done to you. But peace encourages you to release it, to free yourself from the weight of the past, and to focus on your own growth and healing. At the end of the day, choosing peace over pride doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise enough to know that some things aren't worth sacrificing your peace for. It means you value your emotional and mental well-being more than the temporary high of proving someone wrong or getting back at them. It's about finding strength in letting go and understanding that true power comes from maintaining your calm, not from always winning battles. Peace isn't always the easy choice. Pride can be loud, demanding immediate attention, but peace is quiet and lasting, giving you the space to move forward with clarity and purpose. When you choose peace, you're making a decision that benefits you in the long run, protecting your mind, heart, and spirit from unnecessary turmoil. Understanding their pain doesn't mean you condone their actions, nor does it mean you allow yourself to be mistreated. It simply means that you're willing to look beyond the surface, beyond your own hurt, and recognize that they might be struggling with something themselves. Maybe they've been through something difficult, or they're carrying wounds they don't know how to heal. When people are in pain, they can lash out at those around them, even when it's undeserved. By taking a step back and considering what they might be going through, you shift your perspective. Instead of seeing them as the enemy, you see them as someone who is dealing with their own issues. This doesn't make what they did okay, but it can help you release some of the anger or resentment you feel. It allows you to approach the situation with more compassion, which can ultimately help you heal faster. Understanding their pain also keeps you from personalizing their actions. When someone hurts you, it's easy to think that it's about you, that you did something wrong, or that you're not worthy of better treatment. But in many cases, their actions are a reflection of their own inner struggles. When you realize that their hurtful behavior isn't about you, it frees you from carrying the weight of their actions. This perspective doesn't mean you should tolerate mistreatment, but it does help you move forward with more peace. You can forgive not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to let go of the hurt. You deserve to move on without letting someone else's pain become your own. Understanding their pain allows you to respond with wisdom instead of reacting with anger. It helps you see the situation for what it truly is, a moment of weakness or struggle on their part, rather than something that should define how you feel about yourself. By recognizing their pain, you protect your own peace, and you show that you're stronger than the hurt they tried to inflict. Build emotional resilience. Life is full of challenges, and people will test you. Emotional resilience is the ability to handle those moments without being overwhelmed by them. It's about developing a strong foundation within yourself so that no matter what life throws at you, whether it's hurt, disappointment, or hardship, you remain steady. Emotional resilience isn't about shutting down your feelings or pretending not to care. It's about understanding your emotions, feeling them, but not letting them control you. When someone hurts you, it's natural to feel upset, but resilience allows you to process those feelings without letting them take over your thoughts or actions. It gives you the ability to bounce back, to move forward despite the pain. Building emotional resilience starts with self-awareness. You need to recognize how you react to hurt and ask yourself if those reactions are serving you. Do they help you grow, or do they keep you stuck in the same negative cycle? Once you understand your patterns, you can begin to change them, choosing responses that reflect your strength rather than your pain. Another key part of emotional resilience is learning to let go. Holding on to past hurts only keeps you anchored in the past, preventing you from moving forward. Resilience means learning to release what no longer serves you, the anger, the grudges, the need for revenge. It's about focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. Resilience also comes from surrounding yourself with positive influences. The people in your life play a major role in how you handle challenges. When you're around those who lift you up and support your growth, it becomes easier to stay strong in the face of adversity. Their encouragement can help you remember that you're capable of handling whatever comes your way. Ultimately, building emotional resilience is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. It's something you develop through experience, through learning how to handle setbacks, and through choosing to grow rather than letting difficulties break you. Every time you face a challenge and come out stronger, you build another layer of resilience, and over time you become unshakable, not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. Keep your dignity intact. When someone hurts you, the temptation to respond in kind can be strong. You might want to lash out, prove a point, or show that you won't tolerate disrespect. But in doing so, you risk lowering yourself to their level. Dignity means holding on to your sense of self-respect, regardless of how others treat you. Your dignity isn't something others can take away from you, it's something you choose to maintain. It's about not letting someone else's negativity or behavior dictate your own. Even when you're hurt, keeping your dignity means responding in a way that aligns with your values and your character. You don't have to match their actions with anger or pettiness. Instead, you rise above it, showing that your self-worth isn't dependent on anyone else's opinion or treatment. Maintaining your dignity also protects your peace. When you let go of the need to engage in every conflict or react to every hurtful action, you free yourself from unnecessary drama. You don't get pulled into situations that drain your energy or compromise your integrity. You walk away from the chaos with your head held high, knowing that you stayed true to who you are. Dignity means choosing to handle situations with grace, even when it's difficult. It's about recognizing that some battles aren't worth fighting because they don't contribute to your growth or well-being. It's knowing that your actions reflect your character and that you won't let anyone make you act in a way that doesn't represent your best self. Keeping your dignity intact doesn't mean you don't feel the hurt. It means you choose to respond in a way that honors your own worth. It means refusing to let someone else's actions define you or change who you are. In the end, your dignity is yours alone, and no one can take it from you unless you give it away. Stay rooted in who you are and let your dignity be your guide through difficult moments. Let your actions speak. When someone hurts you, it's easy to get caught up in the desire to vocalize your hurt or respond with words. However, actions often carry more weight than words ever can. They are a true reflection of your character and your strength. Instead of engaging in a verbal battle, allow your actions to convey your resilience and your determination to rise above the negativity. When you let your actions speak, you take control of the narrative. Instead of being drawn into a cycle of hurtful exchanges, you demonstrate through your behavior that you refuse to be defined by someone else's actions. Whether it's by walking away from a toxic situation, choosing kindness in response to cruelty, or focusing on your goals rather than dwelling on the hurt, your actions communicate a powerful message: you are stronger than the pain inflicted upon you. Moreover, actions often resonate more deeply with others than words do. People may forget what you said in the heat of the moment, but they will remember how you treated them and how you handled adversity. By responding with grace and composure, you not only preserve your dignity, but also set a standard for how you expect to be treated. You show others that you won't engage in negativity and that you prioritize respect and integrity over petty conflicts. Letting your actions speak also reinforces your own self-worth. Each time you choose a constructive response instead of reacting impulsively, you build a stronger sense of self. You remind yourself that you are in control and that you don't need to stoop to anyone else's level to prove your point. This practice fosters personal growth, encouraging you to become more resilient and focused on the bigger picture of your life. In moments of hurt, remember that silence or measured responses can often speak volumes. Instead of letting anger dictate your actions, choose to act in alignment with your values. Whether it's through acts of kindness, focusing on your personal growth, or maintaining your composure in challenging situations, let your actions reflect the strength and dignity that reside within you. In doing so, you not only protect your peace, but also inspire others to rise above their own struggles, creating a ripple effect of positive behavior in a world often filled with negativity. Move forward with grace. When faced with hurt or betrayal, the natural instinct might be to dwell on the pain or to seek revenge. However, choosing to move forward with grace means letting go of the negativity and embracing a path that leads to healing and growth. It's about rising above the hurt and maintaining your dignity, even in the face of adversity. Moving forward with grace involves accepting what has happened without letting it define your future. It's about recognizing that while you cannot control how others behave, you can control how you respond. This response is rooted in understanding that your journey is too important to be derailed by someone else's actions. It requires a conscious decision to focus on your own growth and well-being rather than allowing the hurt to linger in your heart and mind. Grace also means showing compassion, not just for others, but for yourself. It's okay to feel hurt, disappointed, or even angry. Acknowledging these feelings is a part of the healing process. But instead of getting stuck in those emotions, you choose to process them and then let them go. You allow yourself to heal without carrying the weight of past grievances. This ability to forgive, not necessarily for the other person's sake, but for your own, frees you from being tethered to negative experiences. As you move forward, let your actions reflect the grace you wish to embody. Choose kindness over bitterness, understanding over resentment. This doesn't mean you have to tolerate poor behavior or allow others to walk all over you. Rather, it means you assert your boundaries with poise. By doing so, you create an environment where you can thrive even in the presence of those who might wish to bring you down. Moving forward with grace is also about embracing the future with an open heart. It's about looking ahead to new opportunities, new relationships, and new experiences without letting past hurts cloud your vision. You deserve to pursue your dreams and aspirations, and carrying unnecessary baggage can weigh you down. By choosing grace, you allow yourself to step into a future filled with possibility, where the past no longer holds power over your present or future. Ultimately, moving forward with grace transforms pain into strength. It's a conscious choice to rise above the hurt, to learn from the experience, and to emerge stronger and wiser. As you navigate life's challenges, remember that grace is not a sign of weakness. It is a testament to your inner strength and resilience. Embrace it as you continue on your journey and watch how it opens doors to new beginnings and brighter paths ahead.